Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to Mars Horizon. After my colossal mess up in the previous episode with the drift, I find myself at a very low amount of money. I'm gonna have to try and find a new, very profitable mission, just to see if I can get my money back up. Because a few episodes ago I was sitting on 9 million, and now I'm less than half, or down to less than half a million. So, with a couple of active missions in the works, the Skylab is currently unaffordable. The polar analysis is coming up, but I have one mission slot available. Let's hope that somebody has something to do for me that pays very well. I'm afraid it's not going to be on Earth, though. Maybe on the Moon? No. The Moon doesn't have anything to do for me either. Mars has science missions, which, especially with the Global Surveyor, generate a lot of support, but not a lot of cash. And what about the other side? What about Venus? We still need to do the Venus Impactor mission. The other guys completed this way earlier. China did it 6 years ago. The Japanese did it almost 10 years ago at this point. No requests. And over here in Mercury orbit has been completed by everyone as well. But I believe that I'm still a bit ahead when it comes to Mars. And probably especially when it comes to building the Skylab, the space station. I have it planned. ESA has it researched, but they're currently not doing it. They're not yet there. Anyway, with no real profitable missions at the moment, I'm just going to hold on to my money and wait for the Mayflower to complete. And also for the Space Shuttle to complete, because that's another project that I'm very interested in. There we go. A partially reusable Space Shuttle capable of carrying large payloads into low Earth orbit. How that exactly translates into the cost, I'm really curious about. Does that mean you get part of your money back? Optimal and suboptimal launch windows are reversed. Okay. It's not ideal. Training bonus. Well, there is quite a bit of training to be had. The base payload reliability is pretty terrible, however. I think it is more important to crank that up a bit, potentially to 71%, than to crank up all the science. Because getting a lot of failures on the payload is just very frustrating. So we're going to launch in March. Now we're back up to 1 million, which means I'm almost ready to start paying for Skylab. Okay, the new research is done, so we have the Space Shuttle. We can go with supplementary Titans. 2 strap-on solid fuel rocket boosters designed to improve the thrust of the attached vehicle. Science 3000. My science is a mere 176. So instead it might be more interesting to try and go back and see if I can get a couple of cheaper research things done. Here, for example, Mercury orbit. I can still get this. It still generates a bit of science. Well, a decent amount of science. So let's just go for that. Next month. Do I have enough to afford it now? Yes, I do have enough, but... Please give me cash. No missions for cash? Damn, that sucks. Okay, then we're going to just have to build Skylab. 8 months. I really wonder how expensive a space shuttle is going to be. It's probably not going to be pretty. Space station campaign proposal. Your PR team have proposed an educational campaign based around your upcoming space station mission. Part of the campaign will involve high school students submitting ideas for experiments to be carried out by your crew on the station. Yeah, I think that's a decent idea. Hopefully this is going to give me a bunch of support and push me into the next tier. Not a lot of support, but just enough to get me to the next tier of funding. Thank you very much. I'll probably need a lot of funding. Okay, let's do some polar analysis. See if I can actually keep an eye on the drift on this one. Since that just cost me 4.5 million on the previous episode. Well, that was the mission reward. That was not even counting the cost of the vehicle. Mistakes were made. Good conditions. Excellent. Let's get up there and do some science. Good launch. There we go. Aegina is tiered up to a tier 5. Alright, what are we going to be doing? Enter Mars transfer orbit. 8 science, 2... Sorry, not 8 science. 8 nav and 2 thrust. That's not a lot of thrust to generate. I can actually get quite a bit more. But I lose thrust at the end of the turn. Okay, so I have to keep an eye on that. I don't want to let it decay too much. And this also means that at the end of turn 4, I'll have to have 5 thrust, not 4. Right. First things first. This one and that one. Nav and thrust. If I can get data, I can transfer data and... Okay, that's not ideal. We have the intermittent resources of comms and data. 1. Oh crap, there's drift as well. That's quite a bit of stuff that I need to keep an eye on. So be it. Get me some data as well. Complete it. Barely complete it. Okay. Thrust -1 of 1 is fine. So we're not decaying anything. So arguably I could keep this thing decaying and only in the last potentially 2 turns go for a lot of thrust. That should be fine. Now that I have some data, I can transfer that data into comms and drift. Why would I want that much drift? I don't really want that much drift, actually. 1. No. It's just generating intermittent resources. I don't need those. This one would be great. Oh. 1, 2... And then something that generates or counteracts drift. Like that. Then we're at 7 out of 8. And I can still use a bit of thrust on the last 2 turns. 1. Power's still looking good. And there we... Oh, nice one. We get 6. That's a lot. Right. Drift is at 1. As long as it's between -1 and 1, I'm fine. Now, 2 turns remaining, so that's a total of 6 actions, during which I might have to transfer some power. I feel like I'm not doing this in the most efficient way at the moment. And I would need to generate 1 more data set. Yeah. Go. Nope. Burn failed. It's going to cost me 1 additional data. No, I do need that. That barely succeeded. Alright, so we have the base requirements, but we're bleeding a bit of thrust. Last turn, I can use data and comms to get thrust. And, well, actually a lot of thrust. A lot more thrust than I actually need. And... This one? No, I don't have the power for that. So here's the problem. I cannot really do this one. Because if I do, it's going to cost me the drift. That's a problem. Is there any way to turn this into... I just need to get... I definitely need to do this one. Otherwise I'm not going to have enough thrust. And then I just need to generate 3 nav. This is the fastest way to do it. But I don't have the power. That sucks. This should do it. Provided I have no failures. Puts my drift in the right position. Puts my thrust in the right position. Don't fail me now, buddy. I could really use that 50% bonus. That's a lot of juicy, juicy science. Uh-oh. Are we generating enough? I'll just have to accept it anyway. I think we can save this, because we were generating 4 and I only needed 3. There we go. Job done. Excellent. Mars transfer trajectory. It's going to give me 195 science for 4 months, so it's a bit. Currently researching the Mercury orbit. Skylab is done in 4 months. I think we're going to have to save my money. GPS! Yes! Money is to be had. Challenging mission. -1 command in each turn. Okay, so be it. Payload. The comsat. The trusty comsat. Unfortunately, not very affordable. Unless I go for a prototype, which in that case I can afford it. In all other cases, I'll have to wait 1 more month. Fine. We'll counteract this either with training or potentially with... Yeah, no, it's going to have to be training. It's going to just have to be training, so be it. Go. Soviet Union instrument requests. They want to put scientific instruments to be added to Skylab. They have offered $1 million. Yes, currently I can use that. Because that might just be the funding that I need to put that thing up into orbit in the first place. Mercury orbit research complete. What do I get if I complete those tiers? Boost optimized assembly. Minus 20% build time. Oh, that's very nice. Let's get this one. Okay, next mission phase ready. Polar analysis ready for its next mission phase. Let's see what they need me to do. Skylab's also done. Excellent. Design the vehicle. That's going to be expensive. Design, upper stage. The Saturn. Where's the space shuttle? Just gonna ask that. Where's the space shuttle? Vehicle is not valid. Holy shit. That is really expensive. Hold on a moment. I researched the space shuttle. Where is it? Design not saved. Yes, confirm. Oh, here. Reusable shuttle. 0 available. Design shuttle. Aha. Upper stage. Locked. Lower stage. Locked. 9 months build time for 2.3 million. Does this thing come back? Because that's something that would be rather important. It has to come back. Also, it has to be a little cheaper. 2 million. Alternatively, I can get a whole bunch more science. But build time goes up. This is going to get me even more support, but at the expense of cost. Yeah, we're going to have to make it a little cheaper. Select that contractor. Wait about 2 months and we should have enough. Wait 1. Let's continue the polar analysis first. Phase 2, I think enter, yeah, a trajectory correction. We're halfway there. But in order to actually get there, we need to change the trajectory slightly. We're losing 1 thrust at the end of each turn. So I can apply the same trick. Just generate that thrust at the end. First, get comms and get nav. Base requirements ideally first, and also keep an eye on the drift. In order to get nav, I'll need to use... Yeah, okay, so this one, use that one, and use data to get that. Go. Done. Done. Not done. But we can resist that. We have the power. Okay. Now, just need a bit more of that. That means I can do this, and I'll fall back to -1 from 1. And then get thrust, but in order to do that, I'll need data. So data and generate 1 power. Just as a backup. Because of that, sometimes these things don't work as well as I hope. And sometimes they work better than I hope. Alright. In order to get the thrust that I need, I would need to generate 1 more data. And this gets me some of it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get that. That's going to be tricky. Use the data to get the thrust. And again. And then the last turn we might have to do a bit of trickery. Oh crap. Just to figure out if it's possible to get those bonus objectives. Let's hope so. That's not looking great. I don't have the power to resist the negative effect. So I'm only getting... it will cost an additional 1. So be it. That means that getting that comm data back up is essential. 3 turns. I don't have a lot of choice, I'm afraid. I have 1 data. And I have 1 nav short. So I cannot use this one. Well, I could. But it wouldn't yield me the result that I'm looking for. And since everything takes 2 power... Yeah, I'm not going to get that 50% bonus. I don't see a way to do it. So just let's get that one. Resist the data compression malfunction. And get the thing without honors. 156 for 5 months. Perfect. A little bit of support, but we could be doing better. Comsat complete in 1 month. The Union offers research. They want me to pay. No. Yeah, of course they don't like that. Well, tough guys. I need my money because I'm trying to launch Skylab, which you guys are paying for. Alright, let's design the vehicle for the Comsat. I might have to prioritize this one, actually. Because this one just generates a lot more cash, provided I don't muck it up. 930, 837. Launch reliability 51. 87. Quite good. 79. Anything above 75 I'm willing to accept. No. It's a bit much, I think. Oh, that one needs SRBs. Right. This one is only a tier 1. But 1200 versus 1400. 1100. 70. No thanks. Bit too expensive. Titan 3, 1500. I'll just take a Titan 2, 1441. And the contractor... It's not like I can generate more cash out of it. But I can try to make it cheaper. There. 1.1 million. Confirm. We're going to build that one first, and we'll have to just wait for the space shuttle a little longer. The year is already 1976. Polar analysis is ready for the last phase. Alright, phase 3. Oh, sorry, not quite the last phase. There were 4 phases, I think. Right, 8 power, a little bit of drift to keep in mind, and get double the resources that I would normally get. Right, if I can get the base ones first, that'd be lovely. 1. I cannot use... Well, I can use this one twice. And then I can use that one in the next turn. Go. Whoa, nice one. Next one. Succeeded. And good. Excellent. Alright, then... This one again, and that one again. I think I can just do this the old-fashioned way. I don't need to pull any tricks. Okay, that's that one done. That is data getting close, and this one also getting quite close. I still have 2 turns remaining. I will need to generate power. Do this one, and then in the last turn get the data. Although I might not be able to do that. Let's see if this will work. Hold on. Power, data. Yeah, it has to be another power. So be it. Ah, crap. Fine. Right, last turn. I don't have the power. For 1 power I can get a bit of data. But I would need to sacrifice 2 data to get all the other resources that I need, I think. And I cannot sacrifice 2 data. If I go for something else, this would generate a bunch of data. And then I would use the data to generate the other ones. But it still wouldn't be enough. And also I would be drifting away too much. So I'd have to do this one, that one. Put me at 9, 11. I don't see it. I'm just going to say complete task. Alright, Martian orbit succeeded. 234 for 10 months. And a bit of readiness. So not a terribly fantastic mission, but we got it done. Alright, next event. Let's get the Antelope complete. That's the new comsat. Oh! Mars engulfed in a giant storm. Mars is currently engulfed in a planet-wide dust storm, observed by your orbiting satellite. The storm has prevented certain scientific experiments from being conducted, but has also provided some extraordinary images. 500 support. Budget review. We're still a long way off from 17k. Venus orbit research complete. GPS is ready to go. Launch reliability is exceptionally high. Payload reliability is also quite decent, but I want that to go higher. So we're going to ascertain that the payload reliability gets, I don't know, trained, I guess? Plus 12%. Confirm it. Go. And we're still waiting a little bit more to get the 2 million. First, set up some more research. And this one got me that boosted assembly. Building payloads far faster. To do that, I still need to do the crewed moon landing and the Apollo payload. Stop. Yep, we now have enough to build the space shuttle. Grandiose. Go to missile. Go to solar system. Launching GPS in 1 month, and Grandiose is going to be complete in 9. Next event. Okay, let's see if I can get this thing into space nicely and get a lot of funding for it. Weather is, ooh, not great. Let's reschedule. See if next month is any better. It is not. Fine, we'll postpone till September. I'll have to be a bit patient. Rather patient than have a malfunctioning rocket. Okay, GPS. Let's try again. Jeez, it's not getting better. Terrible conditions. Reschedule again. October. Try again. GPS. Attempt number 3. That's looking quite decent. There we go. Continue. Now, with this high of a launch efficiency or launch certainty, I think we're fine. There we go. No boosts, because the Titans are both very, very tested and tried. Cannot get any higher. GPS. Global positioning. Achieve Earth orbit for 5 and 7, and keep an eye on the drift. 25% bonus reward for 10 and 14. That's a lot. What is the most efficient way to trade resources here? This one? In order to get there, I first need to get quite a bit of comms. 1, 2, 3. And with that data, I can then start generating more or less a bit of drifts. And this one. Yeah, should be fine. Those are XCOM odds right there. That's better. Okay, now we have data. That means I can boost these up. And I can do this one. And we're back in decent drift. Oh, hold on, we have another one. Bit of power. I don't quite see a path to getting the full bonuses yet. I don't see it. Because this is my last turn. I can get this one complete. And I can get this one complete. And that completes at least the drift. But getting to 14? Yikes. Let's get an additional power so I can counteract any negative effects. Because they will be happening. Resist. That's better. Achieve Earth orbit. Deploy satellite systems. Right. I'm now definitely starting to suffer from the effects because I don't have enough commands. I only have 9 actions in total and I have absolutely no margin for drift. At the end, it has to be 0. That is exceptionally strict. Let's see. That would get me quite a bit of data, and I can also use that to generate more data. Do it. Please don't fail me now. Good. Use this. And then I'll have to start burning off some drift somehow. Like that. Puts me at the research that I need. And then use power to generate that. And the next turn I'll have to use a bit of drift to counteract it. So I'm drifting off too far. Good. It has to be 1. This one. Oof. Hold on. I could just do it like this. And then say complete the task and don't go for the bonus reward. Because I think it's too risky. There. That's just what I need. Because this is going to put me at 4.3 million. Bit of experience, nothing very stellar. Alright, now I want to see that space shuttle. And now I have 5.5 million. Do they have any mission requests? A weather satellite, yep. Funding, funding, funding. Go for... yeah, let's go for the standard payload. Fairly expensive. But then again, these missions reward me with 4.5 million. I also have one more slot available. There are apparently more missions to do on Mars. And that's where we're eventually trying to head up to, or trying to get to. No more missions like these. Wow, they haven't even done that. Interesting. And the Japanese haven't orbited. Right, so the Soviet Union apparently went right for the orbit and decided not to do the flyby, much like myself. Okay. The mission requests, plus 1%. Not great. I'm trying to get that Mars readiness up higher. The crewed moon landing gives you quite a bit. But I don't have it researched. No requests. Lunar orbit, I have done that. Earth. The... we still need to get a human into space and a dog. Right. Oh, holy moly. ESA's trying to launch. That's not great. That's really not what I want to see. Because I was trying to get there first. Any percentages here? Yeah, Venus orbit. 2%. Lots of science, decent amount of support. Let's plan that one. Payloads. Mariner 8. Preferably with extra power. Increased build cost, but hey, it's a bunch of science. And I have another mission that's gonna potentially generate a bit of cash in the works. ESA's launching the space station in 6 months. That's fast, guys. ESA, slow down a bit. Look at that! She is ready. The space shuttle, the Grandiose. Let's make some launch preps. We need to assign astronauts to that. An electrician. Assign a navigator. And maybe a test pilot. A problem solver. -1 random research. Yeah, that's not bad. You're hired. You're coming with me. Assign. 81 and 86. I'll accept that. Training focus. Payload's pretty good. 86 and... Sorry, 81 and 86 for the launch. I'm actually going to try and cut these guys out. The ESA guys. So preferably I'll launch... Oh. That's why they're launching. I'm going to try and launch in April. I want to get there first. This one's mine. Go. Crude modeling research is complete. Good. Trying to get space stations up first, but hey-ho. The Mariner's complete. Launch vehicle, -90% build cost for level 0 vehicle parts. That means that I could use parts that I've never researched or never used, like the Athena. It's normally very, very, very expensive. But now it's only 30k. Whereas if I use one of these, the Agena 5 or Agena at level 5, it's going to cost me 1.1 million. Unfortunately, launch reliability is not good on the Athena. The Delta K is even worse. No, actually, it's slightly better. Fine, let's use the Delta. -20% launch reliability. Ah, so yeah, so that is the cost. That's what you're paying for it. So what I can do is tandem that with a Titan II, which I have at level 5. And that should offset any problems that I have with launch reliability. Look at this. You can get this thing done for 46k? Unfortunately, that booster is not strong enough. 644k. 107k. Launch reliability 61. That's that misshapen or mismatched thing. Titan 3. Not 49%. I'm not doing that. A Delta. 64. I'm looking for the 70% range. On the other hand, it's 107k for a Delta. Or sorry, for a Saturn V even. 64k for the Titan 2. Titan 3, sorry, I have been using the Titan 2. This is the Titan 2, 644 or 64k, so that's 10 times cheaper. But your launch reliability is not great. I can crank up launch reliability by 15%. No, I'm gonna play the safe game. Come on, get me Grandiose ready. 2 months. Set research. The Apollo mission. Or the Apollo payload, rather. Weather satellites complete. Very good. Just need to fold that thing into a spaceship. Only upper vehicle stage reliability counts towards launch reliability. Very good. We're going to use the most reliable thing we have. That's probably Titan 2. And Titan 2 is also the cheapest. Booster phase. Well, at this point it doesn't matter. I can use an Atlas at level 1. Because apparently the lower stage just doesn't care. Or I should say we don't care about the lower stage. So an Atlas 1. Sponsor. Sorry, contractor. Not so much sponsor. I can make it a bit cheaper. 300k, near enough. Yeah, why not? I'm not getting support anyway. And here comes the space shuttle. We're launching the space station, and we're doing that 1 month ahead of ESA. Launch reliability looks good. Payload reliability looks good. I just hope that weather's good. No! Minus 12. No, this is way, way, way too expensive and too risky. I'd rather be second and have good weather and a live astronaut than mess up the whole launch. Trying again. Space station. We're going to be tied with ESA by the looks of it. Please. Sunshine and rainbows. Thank you. 83. I'll take that.
5, 4,
Here she goes.
3, 2, 1.
I really wonder if I'm going to get back part of that space shuttle. Because that is the plan. But does that mean I get money back? Or I can reuse it? Because that'd be fantastic. A reusable space program. Or parts. Now, let's see. Launch succeeded, nominal. Space shuttle, plus 1%, or plus 1 level, 4%. Good reliability. Rocket recycling achievement unlocked. And here we go. We're unlocking the first stage. They need to holy shit. 24? Good lord. 49? Are you having a laugh? That's a ton. The fastest way to get it is to generate this resource. And then you start spitting out tons and tons of it. So 1. I'm not using my crew then. I can then use the data. No, there might be hope yet. Because I have a lot of turns, apparently. Crap. In the meanwhile, it's raining really loudly outside, so I'm hoping that my mic is not picking that up. Okay. Let's use that data. And some power. There we go, that's the base requirement done. Boom. 1. 2. And with honors. Thank you very much. That puts me at the base requirement. Next up, with 4 turns remaining and 3 data, I can pull that stunt a few more times if I have power. I can also use this, generate a bit more data, generate a bit more power as well. Okay, 33 for 29. Oh, sorry, for 33 for 49 actually. Use data and power, 45. And then we're going to use the astronauts. I don't have any power to counteract any negatives. But I still have plenty of turns, which is really nice. Okay, 1 more, and I have what I need. So, send in the data. Power, data, another power. And I'm actually going to be completing it with 2 turns spare. There we go. Achieve Earth orbit. Deploy space systems, space station systems. 7, 10, drift, and nav. Only. Right. They need 20, they need 13, and they need 8. I have 3 crew members. So I can do this one, and if I can get the drift over to 0 at the end of turn 6, I should be fine. So there is still time. That's not ideal. Let's go for a bit of comms. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Again, astronauts. No, I need to burn off drift, not generate more of it. Out. I need to get nav data. There we go, we're back at neutral. That puts me at the data that I need. Then the comms. And how do you generate that? Only by external sensor alignment. And this one. Okay. Complete. Complete. Fail. Resist. Getting closer to the mission objectives. 4 turns remaining. 12 actions total. That's the base requirements done. Power. Right now, I don't mind if I drift a bit far. Because I can counteract that later, seeing as I still have time. Because this one burns off a lot of drift, like that. Also gives me a lot more data than I need, so I can transmute that into something else. Okay. We're good on this one. We're more than good on that one. Drift is perfectly fine. Power is not. How do I get to that? Power. There. And then I don't need to fix my drift anyway. Done. 11. Done. Yeah, boys, we have a space station. We have a Skylab. Early beginnings, and more importantly, we have a space shuttle. And I believe we can retrieve that. Station deployment complete. First, 875 support. Thank you very much. That's a lot of support. And 189 science for 25 months. That's a long time. These guys are a bit tired. And what I really want to know is, do I get my space shuttle back? Because I built one. I suppose it might need a few more boosters. But I don't know if I need to just repair the space shuttle or something. Anyway, we'll see about that in the next episode. Thank you for watching this one. Thank you for joining me on the first space shuttle mission. And I'll see you guys next time for the next episode.